Another new text message between the anti-Trump lovebirds inside the FBI, raising new questions about what they possibly withheld in the Russia investigation.
Now, during a 2016 trip to London to interview a key witness, FBI agent Peter Strzok texted FBI lawyer Lisa Page, quote, "I think we need to consider the lines of what we disclose to DOJ, as in the Justice Department. For example, the last stipulation notes we will not disclose."
Strzok has since been demoted after previous texts came to light, but many are asking, why haven't they been fired yet?
Well, let's get an answer. Joining us with his reaction live, Chris Swecker. You've seen him before. He served 24 years as an FBI special agent. He joins us now, Chris. Chris, let's first remind our viewers about what was going on between these two officials in terms of the anti-Trump text messages and how unusual you think that is. Or maybe it happened all the time. I don't know. You were there for 24 years. Walk us through it.
I certainly hope it didn't happen all the time. I never saw that type of bias in an investigation. So we know what they were texting because that information was released by the Inspector General. And if you look at the Inspector General within DOJ, it's like internal affairs. They oversee all of the Justice Department agencies who also have their own Office of Professional Responsibility. Now, the IG was given a mandate in January of 2017 to look at all of the actions of these agents and support staff leading up to the election. And prominent within that, of course, is the interaction between Page and Strzok. But there's a whole lot of other things that IG is looking at.
So what does it take, then, to get fired from the FBI? You look at this specific story, and many people are scratching their head wondering why they weren't.
I think this is part of a much broader investigation by the IG, and I just don't think they want to piecemeal it out. There's a lot to look at. There's a lot of investigation that's been done over the last year, and I just don't think, McCabe notwithstanding, I just don't think that the IG wants to piecemeal out the things that are going to happen, and I think it's very complicated because you've got potential criminal prosecutions mixed in with some possible disciplinary action. I think it's going to be very explosive.
How do you think it will end?
I think we're going to see, at bare minimum, we're going to see a lot of disciplinary actions. I see Page and Strzok getting fired. I see other people like McCabe probably getting more than not just disciplinary action. But, you know, we look at the allegations of altering documents, being in the tank for the Clinton, Clinton campaign, actually manipulating the investigation. So I think there's potential for criminal prosecution here.
Well, yeah, Chris, because remember, Peter Strzok was overseeing, he was basically the lead FBI agent in the Hillary Clinton email investigation. And meanwhile, he's sending these text messages to his girlfriend that are saying, you know, things like they're saying back and forth. I was in the Walmart in rural Virginia. I could smell the Trump voters. Just this disdainful kind of stuff. And meanwhile, that man on the left was overseeing the investigation of the person, Hillary Clinton, running against Donald Trump. And what happens to him? Chris, he gets moved to the HR department. So he's in charge of human resources right now.
Yeah, these personnel actions are tricky. In the civil service, it's really difficult to just fire somebody. There has to be a whole deliberative process behind it. Much like what happened with McCabe, they're going to DOJ is going to send it across to the OPR, Office of Professional Responsibility within the FBI. Candace Will heads that up. She's a professional, been around for 14 years. She'll make some recommendations and decisions there that'll go up to the director, Chris Wray. It is a very drawn-out process, but as I said, I am not discounting the possibility of criminal prosecutions here for possible obstruction, you know, honest services, wire or mail fraud or something like that.
All right, Chris Swecker, interesting. The stakes are high.
Why a lot of the American people have lost their trust with the Justice Department.